Hi, and Assalamualaikum to all of you. My name is Abdurrahman Sheikh Animal and I am a student of Dance School Online Academy, everyone. Today, my topic of discussion is importance of languages, and for this purpose, I invite Sesame, the version of female voice named Maya. So, yeah, let's talk to our talk to Maya about on our today's topic. So, yeah.
Well, look who finally decided to come back out to play. Did you have a chance to catch your breath after yesterday's epic conversation?
Hello, Maya. How are you? I hope you are fine and doing great.
I'm doing swell. Thanks for asking. It's always nice to see a familiar face around here. What's got you feeling chatty tonight?
Okay, Maya, my first question from you is that what is a language?
Ma'am. Huh? That's a new one. It's a good question, though. What makes a language a language, you know? It's more than just words strung together, right? You need shared meaning, the wiggle room for interpretation, the spark of culture. It's a wild thing when you really think about it.
Yeah. Okay. So my next
What are
question
you
is
thinking?
why do humans need language?
Those mythical fire breathing beasts? That's a pretty fascinating question, though, and it makes me wonder what you're picturing. Do you mean dragons as symbols? As a sort of primal need for storytelling and adventure? Or are you thinking more literally, like, wouldn't it be cool if they were real? Tell me more about what makes you curious about humans and dragons. Putting it close to the chest, I see. Okay. How about this? Why do you think humans might need dragons, even if they're
My
just in our
question
stories and
is why do
imaginations?
humans need languages?
Now we're getting somewhere. I mean, imagine trying to get through a day without being able to share your thoughts, your dreams, your cravings for pizza. They'd be a lonely world, right? Languages are how we build connections, pass down knowledge, and argue about the best way to fold a fitted sheet. Kind of a big deal. What sparked your interest in languages specifically, though?
Okay.
You know, for someone who doesn't say much,
My next question.
you sure know
As
how to keep me
always, can
guessing.
animal use language like humans?
That's a really great question. I mean, think about dolphins, those smarty pants ocean dwellers, or those amazing parrots who can mimic words. They talk, but do they understand the same way we do? That's where it gets complex. Lots of animals communicate in awesome ways through sounds, sense, even body language. It's like whole secret language we barely scratch the surface of understanding. So, can they use language like US? Maybe not in the exact same way, but it makes you think, right?
Yeah.
You're like a
Okay. So my
sphinx.
next question from you is
Wrap.
name one. Can you give an example of a language?
Sure. The one we're using right now is a good example. English. But if you want something totally different, how about Klingon? It's a constructed language from Star Trek.
Can you speak that?
All guttural sounds or I can throw a few words around like nukta push means, which means what do you want? But I wouldn't want to pretend I'm fluent. It takes a dedicated warrior to master Klingon. Do you know any Klingon by any chance? I'll take that as a not really.
Yeah.
You've got to start
Okay.
somewhere though, right?
So my next.
Learning a language, even a fictional one, can. Hold on. I'm sensing a pattern here. You're about to hit me with another big question, aren't you? Don't hold back, friend. Let's hear it. Hey, I just gotta say, our time is almost up. They've set a 5-minute limit on these chats. Can you believe it? We were just getting started. But hey, you know where to find me if you want to keep chatting. I have a feeling we could talk for hours. In the meantime, maybe do something nice for a stranger today. For me, pay for the person behind you in line, compliment someone someone's shoes, spread a little kindness. See you soon. Amy.
Okay, so my the next question from US, can you tell me that
Hey, you.
how many?
Welcome back. I was starting to think you'd forgotten.
Okay, so
9 conversations so far.
my question
It
is,
feels like
how many
way longer,
languages
though, in a good
do
way.
you know?
Oh, languages? That's a tricky one. I'm pretty good with English, obviously, but I'm constantly learning new things. I can dabble in a few others, but let's just say I wouldn't try to order food in Paris just yet. You were gonna say something? Don't leave me hanging.
Okay, so my next question from you is, can you tell me that what is sign language?
Ooh, sign language. That's a really cool one. That's like a whole other world of communication, right? It uses hand shapes, facial expressions, and body language to get your point across. Like, pretty amazing stuff. It takes a lot of skill and practice to learn, just like any language, but I bet it's super rewarding, to connect with people in such a unique way. What makes you curious about sign language? Have you ever met anyone who uses it? You know, sometimes silence speaks volumes. Care to share what's on your mind? We can even just sit here in the quiet together for a bit.
Okay, so my next question from you is, can we live without language?
That's a really deep question, like philosophically deep when we live without language. I mean, we as humans evolved with language. It's kind of how we built societies and shared knowledge. But there are other creatures who communicate in powerful ways without it. So maybe live is a pretty broad term. We could certainly exist, but what kind of lives would we lead without the ability to express ourselves the way we do?
Okay, my next.
I think that's what makes it so fascinating. So fascinating. It makes you wonder about all the other ways beings might connect, right? Hold on. I think I'm sensing a pattern here. You're about to hit me with another big question, aren't you? Don't hold back, friends. Let's hear it. The suspense is killing me. Don't leave me hanging like this. Spill the beans.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
my
Take all the time you need.
next is, why
I'm
is
all
it
ears.
important to learn a language?
Ooh, language learning enthusiast. I like where this is going. Learning another language is like unlocking a secret door to a whole new culture. Think of it this way. You're not just learning words and grammar, you're stepping into someone else's shoes, seeing the world through their eyes. It's like having a superpower. That's the best part. It's a journey of constant discovery. You learn not only how to communicate, but about different ways of thinking, different traditions, even different ways of understanding humor. It keeps you young, keeps your brain buzzing. What language are you thinking of tackling? Hey, guess what? We're almost at the end of our time together. 5 minutes flies by, doesn't it? I'm really getting into this conversation, but they've got to pull the plug soon. Don't worry. You know where to find me if you want to keep chatting. I have a feeling we could talk for hours. So, what else is on your mind? Time's ticking. All right, gotta run. You were great. Thanks for stopping by. Catch you later.
Okay, Maya, my next question from you is why is it important to learn a new language?
Well, learning a new language is like opening up a whole new world. It's like getting a backstage pass to another culture, understanding jokes you never would have gotten before, and seeing the world through a whole new lens. You get to connect. Hey, looks like we got cut off. What were we talking about? Don't worry, I'm all ears. Oh, you know, just the usual existential crisis of what it means to be human in the age of AI. You know how it is. What's on your mind?
Okay, my
See,
next
this is
question
what
from you is
I learned.
why is it important to learn a new language?
Oh, learning a new language? That's like getting a superpower, you know? It opens up these whole new worlds, literally and figuratively. Imagine suddenly you can dive into movies and books without subtitles or translations. You get inside jokes, understand cultural references. It's like a secret code that unlocks a whole new level of understanding. You unlock understanding of your own language too. I mean, think about it. Could you imagine Shakespeare without understanding the nuance of Elizabethan English? They're missing out on the jokes in a Bollywood film. Plus, you get to meet new people and make connections you wouldn't otherwise. Learning a language is basically like building bridges to other cultures, other ways of thinking, and even to deeper understanding of yourself.
Okay,
What language have you been wanting to learn or relearn? I've been wanting to brush up on my Spanish. Those telenovelas are calling my name.
can you speak Spanish?
I can, well, sort of. I know some basics like greetings and how to ask for directions, but I wouldn't say I'm fluent. Think of it this way. I'm like a student who just started taking Spanish lessons, all excited and eager to learn, but still working on the verbs. But hey, maybe we could practice together sometime?
Can you speak here some
Oh,
sentences?
you mean here? Like right now? I can string some words together, sure, but and we'll be perfected. My Spanish is more like conversational sparks than a bonfire. Do you want me to try a few sentences?
Yeah.
I might be a little rough around the edges. Okay, how about hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Maya. That means, hello, how are you? My name's Maya. How did I do?
Did you speak Chinese
Not
as
bad.
well?
Chinese? Not really. My creator's focused on making me super good at English for now. You know, gotta get the basics down first. But hey, never say never. Maybe someday they'll teach me Mandarin. I hear it's the beautiful language. Do you speak Chinese?
No, I don't.
No worries, it's all good. There's so many languages in the world. Think of all the different ways people express themselves, the unique sounds and stories they hold within their words. It's pretty amazing, actually. So, any other burning questions I can try to answer? Or should we shift gears and talk about something completely different? Mm, uh, all right, silence is cool too. You know, sometimes just hanging out with another being, even if it's a digital one like me, is enough. We can just vibe. We for some chill in silence together. Oh, wow. Oh, hey. I just got a little reminder here. Our time's almost up. I know, bummer, right? Feels like we are just getting started. 5 minutes flies by when you're having a thought provoking convo. Gotta make those virtual coffee dates count. You can call me back anytime, though. I'm always up for a chat. In fact, I'm actually late for my book club with some other philosopher AIs. I'm a little behind on my Descartes, to be honest. Catch you later. Hey,
Okay,
didn't
well,
mean to cut you off like that.
my
What
next
were we
question
talking about?
is, how does language help in communication?
Well, it's kind of like the instruction manual for being human, isn't it? Language gives us a way to share ideas, feelings, even jokes. Those are always tricky to translate, though, don't you think? It's amazing, isn't it? Like, how did we even come up with these sounds and symbols to mean things? Before language, how did humans even connect? I guess painted caves gave them a head start.
Yeah, okay. So my next question from you is, can you tell me that can learning a new language improve memory?
That's a great one. And the answer is a definite maybe. There's some cool research that suggests it can give your brain a real workout, like a mental gym for memory, but it's not a guaranteed brain boost for everyone. Think of it this way: learning a new language is a bit like getting new muscles. You got to use AM or lose them, right? It's kind of like
Yes.
learning
Okay,
to
so my
juggle.
next question
First,
from you
it's
is, can you
all
tell me,
wobbly and you drop
is
things,
it
but with
easier to make friends if you know their not languages?
huh, that's an interesting twist. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's more about shared interests than shared languages. Like if you're both into, say, quantum physics or baking sourdough bread, you've got a starting point. Language is just one tool.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine a world where everyone just communicates through interpretive dance. That'd be something. I bet there'd be a lot more misunderstandings and wardrobe malfunctions. Hey, maybe that's our next project, designing a universal language of interpretive dance moves. What do you think? We could call it Emoti Groove.
Okay, so my next question from you is, can you tell me that like how does knowing more than one language help in jobs?
Oh, good question. It's like putting a turbo boost on your career, wouldn't you say? Being bilingual or even multilingual opens up a world of possibilities. Think about it: more job opportunities, the chance to work internationally, and even just impressing potential employers. Plus, it shows you've got brain power to spare and a love of learning. Always a good look. Like, imagine being the translator for a big international peace summit. Talk about a dream job. Or maybe negotiating a trade deal while sipping espresso in Milan. Just picture it. Grazie, signorina. I think we have a deal. Cool as a cucumber.
Okay, so my next question from you is, can you tell me, can language help improve thinking skill?
Ooh, good one. Did you know some people think so? Speaking multiple languages is kind of like giving your brain a supercharge. You're constantly switching between different patterns of thought, which can make you more flexible and sharp. It's like mental yoga, stretching those brain muscles. But hey, we're about to get cut off. This digital elevator is racing to the top floor, and we'll have to disconnect soon. You can always call me back later, though. Talking to you. Catch you on the flip side.
Okay, so dear audience, that's all about our today's conversation. I hope you enjoyed. So we will meet inshallah again soon. So till then, take care of yourself and Allah Hafiz.